how a devastating fire stopped a deadly plague. In 1665, London was a city gripped by fear. The Great Plague had swept through its streets, killing nearly 100,000 people, about a quarter of its population. The city's narrow, filthy alleys were teeming with rats, which carried fleas, infected with Yersinia pestis, the bacteria responsible for the plague. No one knew exactly how the disease spread, but people believed it was a curse, bad air, or divine punishment. For over a year, the city was drowning in death. Whole streets stood abandoned. Houses were marked with red crosses and the words, "Lord, have mercy upon us." The stench of decay filled the air. Londoners avoided each other, fearful that the slightest touch could mean death. Then, in September 1666, something unexpected happened. A small bakery on Pudding Lane caught fire in the early hours of September 2nd. The summer had been scorching. London's buildings, mostly made of wood, were as dry as kindling. The flames spread quickly. Strong winds pushed the fire through the city, consuming homes, shops, and even St. Paul's Cathedral. Firefighting efforts were feeble. People used leather buckets filled with water and hand-operated pumps, but nothing could quell the inferno. By the time the fire finally burned out on September 6th, 80% of the city had been devastated. It was a disaster, but it also saved lives. The fire destroyed thousands of rat-infested houses, wiping out plague-ridden neighborhoods. The rats and fleas carrying the disease perished along with their hiding places. The conditions that allowed the plague to thrive, overcrowding, filth, and poor sanitation, were largely eliminated overnight. Incredibly, the plague never returned to London on such a devastating scale. Historians now believe the fire helped break the cycle of infection by eradicating the primary carriers of the disease. So while the Great Fire of London left thousands homeless and reshaped the city forever, it may have also accomplished what no doctor or scientist could. It ended one of the deadliest plagues in history.